Go ahead, Ian, before like people start getting really weird.
Yeah, no, mate, we're trying to do an interview and we don't want to cause a scene here, otherwise we're going to be thrown out.
We don't want to have a situation.
Okay.
I'll wait. Don't be on the borderline.
Okay, go.
Go ahead, Ian.
Well, Madonna, here we are in the Rockefeller Centre.
Yes.
Causing a bit of a stir, actually. First of all, congratulations on Holiday.
Thank
Top
you.
10. And we said Burning Up was going to do it,
Yeah.
and it's starting to do it. So tell us now, what's in store for the rest of '84? You were talking about an album before.
Right, it's finished. It's in the cans. It's going to be released. The first single is going to be released in America first week of July.
Right.
So, and then the album will come out a month later.
Now you've got a sort of a strange situation as far as like the top 10 is concerned, or like around the world. I mean, like Borderline is still roaring up the American charts, and Borderline hasn't been released in Australia and a lot of other territories.
Right.
So it must be sort of a bit of a hard decision that you're going to bring out a new album.
Well, it's not a hard decision because to me, I mean, Australia's just catching up with the
Right.
things.
But even
that-
America, I mean,
Well, Borderline, it's not going to be released until Borderline is, it's had its time.
Right.
I think by the first week of July, it would be a really good time to release something new. And I definitely don't want to release any more singles from my album.
right.
And then Australia will catch up. And then when I release my album in America in the fall, I think I hope to release it in Australia simultaneously.
Right. Now, I was asking about when you actually write songs. I mean, how do you approach writing songs?
Well, when I have free time, basically. Yeah. In a hotel room. I mean, when you're writing lyrics, you can write them anytime you have free time, but the music is really when I have a good area of time where I have nothing to do, and that hasn't been for a while, so.
So what instruments do you use to actually write then?
Keyboard, synthesizer, and sometimes guitar, but mostly synthesizer.
Right. So how long have you been playing keyboards for?
5 years.
Right.
Yeah, 5 years.
Now, I mean, your association with Jelly Bean, how much influence does he have on your music and your production? Well, obviously a lot on production, but on your music itself and the sounds.
Well, he's had a lot of influence on me just because I always hang out at the Funhouse and I listen to all his mixes all the time.
Right.
So when I'm making records, I always try and keep in mind, like, would he like it and what, the qualities and stuff that he brought into Holiday and a lot of the mixes on my first album. I learned a lot from that, and I just take what I know and instill that in the stuff that I'm doing right now with Nile Rodgers.
Right.
And I always want to make a few songs that John can play in a discotheque, so.
Right. Now, touring-wise, how will you cope with that, and how will you approach that? Going live on stage.
I'm going to have a band. I'm going to get a band together. I'm going to Europe to do some television shows, and then I'm going to do another video for my new album, and then I'll spend the rest of the summer getting a band together and do a tour in the fall with a band and dancers and like just a whole circus of people.
Right. Well, congratulations. Not only for Australia, but for America as well. We've still got Borderline to come.
Yeah.
And as I say, Burning Up, well, it's burning up the charts, so at least I kept that promise.
Thank you.
All right. And we look forward to seeing you down in Australia soon.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
You're still as crazy as I remember you the first time.
Thanks a lot. Good. Now listen, we're going to just do a couple of promos.
Okay.